NBC News, Kerrville.
And now this morning, we are going to be joined in studio by a special guest. We've got, as of last month, a new chief of police in Springfield. And right now in our NBC 16 studios, we are joined by new Chief Jami Resch. Welcome to the studio. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Congratulations on the new position. As of June 25th, sworn in as the new chief of police in Springfield. First of all, how did it feel to go through that swearing process and into your new position?
Well, I mean, it's an amazing feeling, right? It's an honor anytime you're selected for a position like this. So I just appreciate everything that the city council, the city manager, and the community have provided me since I've been down here in this opportunity.
And now you've held this role before in Portland, a brief stint there. And what lessons do you bring with you from Portland as you move into this role here in Springfield?
Well, you know, I did 24 years, over 24 years up in the city of Portland, and I had a fantastic career there. But I also bring a lot of experience that I'm hoping that I'll be able to use for positivity down here in Springfield and just try to continue all the great work that's being done here.
Yeah, and as you step into this role here locally, any new plans or changes in the department so far?
Well, I think, you know, Zach, as we first mentioned when I came in this morning, as you step into a new role, it's really important to take some time to get to know what's going on. And even though I've already been here for 2.5 years, I was in a different role. So I think right now I just want to focus on building on the good work that's being done, but also focusing on transparency and community engagement, because I think it's so critical that the community really knows their police department, who's going to respond to them when they call in their time of need. So I think I'm just going to take some time, make sure that we're focusing on the good work that we're doing, build on that, look for any ways to improve, because I know that there's always ways to improve, and focus on making sure our community knows their police department.
I think that transparency effort is something that a lot of people are calling for their public officials across the board. We heard it in the 4J school board elections. We've heard it from all different points of positions of power like yourself. What steps will you take to make sure that that transparency goal is met with and to a level that's adequate for the people of Springfield?
Right. I think one of the best ways to do that is for officers to engage with the community outside of calls for service, which is difficult sometimes when staffing levels are a little bit lower and our primary responsibility is to respond to calls for service. But I'm going to constantly be looking for ways that our officers can engage outside of those calls for service. It would be great when our staffing gets a little bit higher to do things like walking beats, engage in more community events. But I also want to reach out to our officers and ask them, how do they want to engage with the community? They have great ideas for doing that stuff.
Yeah, that's great. So not only yourself, but also your fellow officers. Are there any particular community outreach programs you're looking forward to or have plans to maybe implement?
I think, you know, we're doing things like this year, our kind of National Night Out, which is a big event for, well, obviously nationwide. We are going to collaborate with Willamette Lane, so we'll be hosting our event there. That allows us to expand it. We can do some more community things, like it's a bigger area for us to do some canine demonstrations, some drone demonstrations, all of the tools that we have. Anytime we get an opportunity to show that to the public and explain why we do that, that I see as building more of that community trust.
Now, we're going to run out of time quickly. We could have you here all day. We'll start an open dialogue next time.
No problem.
But one thing that's a focus for a lot of folks, Eugene police under fire from it over the past couple of weeks, and it's kind of something that's been posed as a question to law enforcement agencies across the country as the Trump administration has increased their immigration policy. I want to see if you are willing to say that you will hold on to and honor the sanctuary promise law that is in effect in Oregon as you move into your new position.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, these laws have been in effect long before I even started my policing career way back 26 years ago. And so as a sworn law enforcement officer in Oregon, we swear to uphold those Oregon laws. And that law, you know, prohibits local law enforcement from enforcing immigration law. So that's where we are.
Well, Chief Jami Resch, thank you so much for joining us. Congratulations again on the new position. And hopefully we'll see you here in the studio again.
Great. Thank you very much for having me.
Thank you.
Absolutely, our pleasure.